Yeah, let's go. Woo! Alrighty. Back at it. Mythic Dinosaurs on Magic the Gathering Arena. As many of you know, that's the only thing I do here. Pioneer or Explorer. I would take the exact list that is in the description right now to my local game store. Magic the Gathering Online, transferable between all that. We will get tournament level Pioneer on Arena roughly at the end of this year, but we're back to Mythic. Lovely to be there. I do wish I could grind even more matches every single day than I already do, but other commitments and priorities, they take time. Kids are the best thing, the most important thing, but this is also very important to me. I'm gonna continue to do it and continue to devastate many people. Dual layered there tonight. I thought I'd just keep it nice and clean with the symbol. Oh my goodness. I almost forgot to give the hello and welcome everybody to tonight's fantastic dinosaur action, and it is fantastic. Oh, but just the microphone too. I wanted the thumbnail to be very good as I could possibly make it, but the inspiration for the name tonight, Pugnacious Hammerskull. Commander Crane, if you're watching, hopefully all is well with you. We were talking in the Discord, and if anybody wants a better connection with other people that also play dinosaurs and other stuff, it's not just that, but it's mostly that. Join the Discord, link in description. But Commander Crane mentioning about Pugnacious Hammerskull, how that has been performing in a more traditional dinosaur list. This is Stampede Dinos, my favorite way to play them, absolutely. Oh, I should probably check if the microphone's on. Is it on? It's on? Okay. Sometimes OBS is not, doesn't connect the microphone too well, but we're good. But yes, Pugnacious Hammerskull, doing good for Commander Crane, so I thought I'd bring it in. Oh, Commander Crane, you're there. Yes. Dropping the hammer. The mythic hammer. The wizards might have to drop the ban hammer on this. Not traditional dinos or anything. They won't hurt Marauding Raptor. Maybe one day I make this so good. That's the ultimate, thing. If you make a deck so good, or you're playing a deck and it's so good something should be banned, you've made it. Or people talk about maybe one specific card being banned. Ghalta, Stampede Tyrant, the namesake, as always, for anybody that is unfamiliar with this lovely dinosaur. Costs 8 in total. How do I get to 8? I don't have those little creatures, Llanowar elves, Elvish Mystic, all of that. Some of the stuff you guys might be familiar with. Sunken Citadel. As always, tapping for 2 mana for a land with an activated ability. If you have 2, you have 4 mana in total for a land with an activated ability, and that goes towards Castle Garenbrig. Needing 2 of any color and 2 green, and you make 6. And you sprinkle in other lands as always, or you sprinkle in Kiora. If you only have 1 Sunken, you tap it for 2 mana, Kiora, untap Sunken, you tap it again, and boom, there's the 4 that I was talking about, and you're off to the races, and you're drawing more cards, which also goes to Pugnacious Hammerskull. It's an early creature, and it could be a little bit rough, taking up the spot of Archdruid's Charm, kind of jam-packing the stuff for 3. I don't see myself always playing it on turn 3. It might be turn 4, I go Kiora. On turn 3, this, boom, it lands, it's big, I draw a card. Or, potentially on turn 4, when I'm often activating Castle Garenbrig, I make 6. So I could play 2 Pugnacious Hammerskulls. It's going to be very rare that I have 2, but that would be pretty lovely stuff, especially if a Kiora was played on turn 3, and you do 2 Pugnacious. On turn 4, drawing 2 cards, 1 from each, and the way that you got there, with all that mana, very hard to interrupt. No little creatures that any opponent can kill. They might have Field of Ruin, Demolition Field, as it sometimes is, to take out the key non-basic lands. But other than that, you don't have to worry about Fatal Push, We were actually talking about Fatal Push last night, 2 nights ago. I lose track. It's all dinos. They all blend together. But Fatal Push was slight nudge, because it did basically nothing. It could take out Pugnacious Hammerskull now, but that other night it was only taking out the 3/3 dinosaur. Palani's Hatcher has a mana value of 5 Regisaur Alpha, and everything past that, boom. Oh, it's good not to have to worry about that, or any single target interaction. Sometimes on turn 4, as it often happens, you just play Carnage Tyrant, and then the opponent is left scrambling, wondering, what the heck am I supposed to do? That's not fair. My opponent tapped Sunken Citadel, 2 forests, and a Castle Garenbrig, and they played that. I wasn't able to kill anything. I wasn't able to interact. That's not right that I couldn't stop it. Well, adapt and do something different. Sheoldred's Edict oftentimes comes down with Mono Black Waste Knot or Rakdos Vampires, which I actually faced them 4 times. 5, I don't know. This afternoon I thought, let's grind out some games, and boom, there I am. But it was 4 times in a row at least. Rough stuff. But this was a headache. However, I didn't even plan this, but I just remembered a Rakdos Vampires sacrifice variation has come up. I should have prepared the list, but it's a new sort of combo. It won a challenge, a recent Pioneer challenge. Oh, Misty, how's it going? Hopefully all is well. The fetch lands for Timeless. I would definitely be interested in that. Solar Updraft. Thanks for that. But yeah, 100% Misty. Wooded Foothills, I believe, is the red and green one. Oh, I have a Windswept Heath myself. Actually, I have a playset of Windswept Heath. Mostly it is searching for the forest, so either Windswept Heath or Wooded Foothills I'm perfectly fine with. One day I might buy a playset of Wooded Foothills, but I should check out Timeless. Do it a little bit. It's some pretty nasty and powerful stuff. Chances are this wouldn't be quite powerful enough for Timeless or Historic. It's been quite a while since I've revisited those formats, and well, it wouldn't be terrible. Boom, bunch of stuff. I imagine there's good removal in those formats now for sure, and I still don't care too much about removal, single target removal and whatnot, but I should try it out. I don't really need anything else because I only play one deck, so I'm spoiled with that. Somehow the wildcards always seem to dip down. I like to try one thing, I redeem a playset for rare wildcards, and all of a sudden I want to open up a few packs, refill that stuff. Now we'll see. Oh yeah, absolutely. Maybe kind of as a celebration, Misty, sometime this week or this weekend, maybe tomorrow. Dinosaurs are timeless. Dinosaurs have been around forever. Time to play timeless dinos. No time to dino. Maybe a play on one of the James Bond movies. No Time to Die. That sort of thing. You get the idea. That would be good. Huh. Well, I don't like this card though. Thoughtseize and Go Blank. However, that particular opponent, any opponent who's using it, they blank and they concede and they scoop when I have Hexproof. And I have been thinking of cutting this because I'm getting those wins pretty often against that type of deck. Again, if I could trim this and make some space for maybe aggressive decks whenever I face them, that might be a little bit more beneficial, because aggressive stuff is pretty much the roughest type of matchup. But Pugnacious might just save me. I play this early, turn 3, I skip over Kiora or an Archdruid's Charm, and I may not want to go Archdruid's Charm. I have other lands in hand. I know I'm going to get to 6 on turn 4 without playing Archdruids. Boom, Pugnacious turn 3 to buy me time, scare away potential aggression from an opponent. That would be quite nice. Oh, For me, it's all for Leyline. If I'm using a Leyline, I want to see it as often as possible. I want the best chance to see something that you have to start in your opening hand with. That's just my thought on it. I know some people use 3, maybe 2 is a little bit less. But for me, if I want a Leyline, it's all of them. Best chance to see them. Yeah, something like that. That's how I've always seen it, but it doesn't hurt to trim one. Try it for a few nights, a couple days for sure. What am I drinking? Powerade Zero Grape. Yeah, this is pretty good. Okay, back to the action. Oh, Workshop Warchief. This is in for Amalia. It doesn't seem like it does anything specific for Amalia, but it also has synergy with everything else in the deck. When Workshop Warchief dies, I make a 4/4 Rhino Warrior. That's good. A creature is left behind to chump block Amalia when she's big. Buy me time for the next turn to play more creatures. That's the main idea, but I also gain life. I go possibly above 20 if the opponent hasn't dealt any damage to me with their creatures, which is good. And then I can survive one full attack from Amalia plus blocking with the Rhino. Buy time, a couple turns, and boom. All of a sudden, Amalia has done her thing. Everybody's been destroyed. And now I just chump block into oblivion because Amalia doesn't have trample, and that's how I've won a number of times now. Vaultborn is out. Everything gets destroyed. I get the token. I gain life. Draw a card. The token copy of Vaultborn chumps Amalia, and that's all it takes. Oh, past 12 minutes. Okay. But yeah, the game plan is simple, the same. Get to a big amount of mana in a stable way and devastate. Devastate a bunch of mythic opponents. Oh, good stuff. Hopefully I win a few. It would be nice to get into maybe numbered mythic tonight. I started off at 96%, so I'm 4% away from getting a number. Then I went to 97, and who knows? Mythic actually has a lot of brewers and whatnot, people trying a lot of wacky stuff, because once you're in Mythic, you can't drop out of it. I think they should change that. Maybe Mythic is the only rank where you could drop out. Diamond, you can't. Anything below it, it would maybe create a more competitive environment, perhaps. More rage-inducing, possibly. It's just kind of like a sigh of relief when you get there. And then you can try fun stuff, wacky stuff. But that is not the case tonight. Maybe one of these nights before I go back down to Platinum after the season resets in 10 days? However many more days are left in this month. It ends on 31. Can never remember, but you get the idea. Ingja. Vampires, I imagine. Is it going to be the 5th Vampires opponent in a row? That is a perfect hand right there. Absolutely. Wow. 2 Sunken Citadels and a Sylvan Scrying. This could be all the mana I ever need. So cross your fingers. Thoughtseize doesn't rip. Okay. Oh. Well. This is a turn of events. We just have to hope it isn't turn 3 Vein Ripper. Oh boy. It's the 5th Rakdos Vampires in a row. Yeah. Hooray. I don't mind. And speaking of Leyline, Misty. I'm going to bring in Leyline of Sanctity against this opponent. Fortunately, well, maybe it is not what it is. Or something. Preacher of the Schism. Good. They didn't get the turn 3 Sorin Imperious Bloodlord. I like our chances here. I will go Stomping Ground. Has to enter at some point. Might as well take this opportunity to have it not enter tapped, and just in case they have Field of Ruin, Demolition Field, we'll grab that Castle Garenbrig, set up for a lovely turn 4 Tyrranax Rex, and hope that's enough to get the job done. Hope they don't have Sheoldred's Edict. And we keep dodging that Vein Ripper. Oh boy. The Preacher is okay. It's okay. We're still at 16. Oh, that is lovely. Yeah, Preacher will block Tyrranax Rex for sure. We'll get that out of the way. We'll still connect for a bit of damage. And then we'll get those poison counters. Hopefully drawing something that isn't a land. Again, 20 lands in this list. I'm looking at 3 of the 4 Castle Garenbrigs. Just how it goes. That's alright. That's alright. We'll get them. We'll get them. Yeah. But hopefully everybody's having a good start to the weekend. A good Friday or, well, likely Saturday for everybody who's watching later. What do they got up their sleeve? Extinction event. Is it extinction event? Huh. Well, I'll go Kiora. I'll untap Castle Garenbrig, and then I can still play Carnage Tyrant with 3 lands. So this is... this is pretty nice, I hope. Cross your fingers. They have to pay 4. Do they know what they're doing? I guess they don't. Huh. I'll take it. Sure is a lot of Carnage Tyrants. I do like that. Oh, yeah. Draw cards. Boom. Oh. Okay, good stuff. Now, at the moment, I'm trimming Pugnacious. It's a lovely vanilla creature, pretty much one of the best, biggest. Hard to top the 6/6 package. But at the moment, that's what will go out. Leyline comes in. It could be pick your poison. But I gotta say, I like Leyline. We got lucky dodging the Vein Ripper. And they saw what is about to happen. We're going to be eating a Thoughtseize. Excuse me, a Thoughtseize or a Duress, I would imagine. Ugh, this is going to be painful. We got lucky that we didn't see Duress or Thoughtseize. But yeah, I guess it's all vampires all the time. However, this is the painful point, Misty. If you don't have Leyline in and you have a pretty good hand, do you mulligan for it? I think we do at least one. Just one. Maybe. Oh, we got it. Oh, phew. Oh, my goodness. Send Ghalta to the bottom. Absolutely. It is a legendary creature. I have 4 copies, so I could reasonably draw another one, or Archdruids would grab it. I'm just glad that, hey, I don't have to worry about Thoughtseize, and I don't have to worry about the Vein Ripper's ability. This is good. This is good. If we get a Castle Garenbrig, it's going to be looking extra good. Oh, just a Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Not too much. Another Sunken is very enticing. But we'll go with that instead of Kiora. If I had played Kiora, I could have potentially got to Palani's Hatcher coming up. But Sunken always has to enter tapped. Just take the time off. Get it down. And feel pain with the Dastardly Sorin. Ooh, okay, that's okay. We're not dead yet. Don't worry too much. Oh, Archdruid's Charm. That's going to be very good. We won't die this turn, which is very nice. We're going to search with Archdruids to grab Castle Garenbrig. And then, hopefully, we draw Ghalta, and we may just kill the opponent. Possibly. That'd be good. We'll be able to make 8. Actually, we'll be able to make 9 next turn, which is nuts. Okay. Oh, get him. That's all right. Ghalta, you can do it. They wouldn't quite be dead, but we'll search for stuff. Let's go, Ghalta. Oh boy. That's not Ghalta. And that will do it. Fable of the Mirror Breaker, gonna copy Vein Ripper, big flying creatures. And you know what? I'm just gonna do pick your poison. Leyline of Sanctity really is mostly in there for mono black waste not. Sometimes I lose to the Vein Ripper triggers targeting me. I lose 2, they gain 2. I think I'd prefer just to go away. I can deal with a bunch of smaller creatures on the ground, not a problem. But flying is, in particular, pretty weak. And that is, well, that's not a weak hand. That's like the best of the best. I'm able to make 6 with the 4 lands that I have. If they have a Thoughtseize, hopefully they don't. You know, we'll be able to go with Sylvan Scrying on turn 2. No duress. Don't do it. Oh boy. What's going to happen? Oh. Well, now I actually, I don't need it. Oh my goodness, this is perfect. Absolutely perfect. I'll use Sylvan Scrying next turn. It would be nice to go Carnage Tyrant on turn 3, but at the moment I haven't tweaked anything to allow for that. There is a couple ways to get to 6 mana on turn 3, but it takes some cards that I don't like using too much because their worst case scenarios are pretty bad. Blood Tithe Harvester, not too much trouble. We'll get her done. Yeah, we'll wait with the pick your poison there. Kind of want to take 2. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Sylvan Scrying, I like it. Grab another Castle Garenbrig, prepare, and be ready. Soren, do it. Let's see that Vein Ripper. You know you wanna. Oh, maybe they don't have it. We could get rid of Fable with pick your poison. We'll wait maybe one more turn perhaps, but again, super duper flooded. Not the most fun in the world. Yeah, I'll wait with the pick your poison. I think if they don't have the Vein Ripper or Soren, or they're looking for part of that, the other part of it, get them to discard 2 cards and draw into that. Oh, they don't. They just have Sheoldred's Edict or Blot Out. That's how it goes. Darn. No more lands. Don't do it. Ooh. Kiora. That's kind of rough. Well, we'll play it. At the very least, Kiora probably will buy some time. Hopefully. I imagine she will draw a little bit of aggression. Potentially they could take her out with a Mutavault and Blood Tithe Harvester or just Bitter Triumph. So that's how it is. Maybe it's going to be the 6th Rakdos Vampires afterwards. Hopefully it changes it up a little bit here. That tends to do the trick. Palani's Hatcher will not pack much of a punch. It's alright. Can't win them all. Down to 96. Darn. Nuts. Unforgivable. Okay. No more flooding. I'll still keep it at 20. One day down the line, I'll probably go back down to 19. We'll see. Of course, there is a small chance or a medium-sized chance, whatever it is, after you do the calculations, that something like that could happen. You have 20 lands, you get super flooded, you think, oh, man, this sucks. But it's not 0%. It's not. I like that. Castle, Forest, Sylvan Scrying to search for Sunken Citadel, and well on our way. It's oh boy. It's all black all the time pretty much, except for that wacky Jeskai variation. That's the first match that I faced when I got into Mythic, and back to back Rakdos Vampires. Guess that's how she goes. Maybe I should keep playing. I should make a rule. Whenever I don't face vampires, that is when I stop the stream tonight. Yeah, it's the Tree of Perdition, Voldaren Thrillseeker combo. Leyline of Sanctity hoses this big time. I'm kind of... Well, I'm not exactly hoping they do their thing, but... well, the most durable thing is Carnage Tyrant for sure. Hopefully they don't have Shielded Edict, but at least we got a big guy down, and... yeah. It will be good to explain this new sort of combo. Misty, if you're facing off against this deck, you want all 4 Leyline of Sanctities, because it's not a pretty sight. When one thing shuts down this particular deck's win con so completely, yeah, they'll sacrifice it, I think, yeah. I think they sacrifice it. Whatever. I got stuff to play next turn. Don't care. That big creature is gone. Oh, boy. Okay, if they can't take out Kiora, they're dead. They're dead. Cross your fingers. If she lives, they die. Tap Sunken, untap it, tap it again. Whew. Oh, boy. There goes nothing. Yeah, deal 3. Let's go. I hope. Oh yeah. Oh, you will watch out. They don't have removal, otherwise they'd just probably straight up use it on that. It's okay. Okay, she is still at 3. Oh. Here goes nothing, folks. Tap for 2. Kiora, untap. Dead.
Call an ambulance! Call an ambulance! But not for me!
Peace, bud. Oh, so incredibly dead. Oh my goodness. This is lovely. This is what it's all about. Concede. There you go. My thing is better than yours. Yeah. But we got game 1. They don't know we have the best hate against that particular deck. I should maybe do a bit of a deck tech on it. Do I like... well, yeah, we'll get rid of Pugnacious. Kiora was the absolute all-star there, so of course she is staying. Lovely. Like I mentioned, oh, you have 1 Sunken. You have Kiora, it's as if you have 2, and then boom. Lights out. Over. Beautiful. It's not Leyline of Sanctity. We need Leyline. That could be a decent hand. I would seriously consider keeping it if one of these forests was a castle, and then Sylvan could grab the Sunken, and we have Kiora to play and untap the Sunken. Still not. Okay, well, gotta keep something at some point here. I like both Vaultborns. This is going to be very rough. Should I just mulligan until I see Leyline of Sanctity? No, not. But a good few mulligans. That Sylvan Scrying could be very helpful, though. We get another Sunken, Archdruids to grab the other land that we need, and we're off to the races. Ooh. Deadly. They might be a little bit too slow. We'll see. It's not the fastest thing in the world, I don't think. As long as they don't have land destruction, I'll feel quite happy. I could just potentially play a Vaultborn straight up next turn, and that will change things. It depends if I draw land. Might go just Archdruids. Ooh, oh. It's a little painful, not the most painful thing in the world. I would imagine I'll be able to go Archdruids or Sylvan Scrying. One of those two is probably getting discarded. I bet. Okay, just a Regisaur Alpha. It's not too bad. Get a land. Play the Vaultborn. Let's go. Oh, the late. Sylvan Scrying. Sylvan Scrying can only ever grab a land. I don't have a land to play. Archdruids and Sylvan Scrying would do very similar things. We'll just grab that Stomping Ground, set up, and get ready. It is quite interesting, Solar Updraft. I love that point. I love it. It's like you sit back, and that's probably what keeps me with this variation of dinosaurs. Absolutely. Oh, that's rough. That will do it. We don't have Leyline of Sanctity, but again, they haven't seen Leyline of Sanctity, so there you go. All right, let's hope Leyline is in the opening hand, and yeah, we'll see. Oh boy. Yeah, it's nice. Anything other than what you mentioned, I don't have to care about that, and that seems like a pretty good thing. Easy to explain and pretty resilient as new cards are added and different decks change. I just, boom, kill them with the usual. But that's not Leyline of Sanctity. Are we going to risk it? We're going to risk it. Oh boy. Strap yourselves in, folks. Yeah, Vaultborn. One more land. Hopefully on turn 2. Gets a little bit dicey, risky. But I only had to mulligan once. And we've got the Leyline, which hoses most of the game plan of this deck. So important. It would have been an instant keep if it was 2 lands. Maybe Vaultborn Tyrant was a land instead, or one of the dinosaurs that I sent to the bottom. Yeah, you can't target me, bud. What you gonna do? I mean, I didn't get a land, but hopefully we bought time. Hopefully it's not, okay. Nuts. We're all right. If they ever sacrifice the creature, we'll get them. Okay, we won't. Leylined. Yeah, FK. I leylined myself because it didn't quite work out. Where's the flood now? Why isn't it a stream or a trickle, you know? But 2 lands. 2 lands by this point. It's a desert. And it hasn't rained in years. Too little too late, unfortunately. Worth a shot. At least to me it's worth a shot. Yeah. If I got to 2 lands, I would get to 3. Technically I'd get to 6 or 7. Because I had the Sunken, and that is part of the package. Sylvan grabs Castle Garenbrig. If I don't draw it, Archdruids, you get the drill. There is a very good chance it would have just, boom, turned so amazingly good. And a chance I was, of course, willing to take. All right. Is it going to be Rakdos number 7? I don't know. I've lost count at this point. It's Yorion Sky Nomad, so you know what that means? Not Rakdos. Phew. The algorithm is changing. That hand's lovely stuff with the Sylvan. 3 lands. Certainly a lot better. Oh, and the Archdruid's Charm. Okay, well, now this is getting very interesting. Oh, now it really could be a lot of things with Yorion. I think it's going to be 5-color, Fires of Invention, Enigmatic Incarnation, focusing on enchantments and stuff to, well, you'll see. Playing stuff for free based on the total number of lands that they have. All these enchantments with lovely enter the battlefield effects, and then Yorion bounces that, and we could take out Ancient Cornucopia. Of course, I'm not going to be doing that. No siree. We'll get that Sunken, and it's going to be good. I almost passed my turn. I was so excited about what would happen, because we pay the 2 life, we play Kiora, we untap one of the lands that is tapped, and then I have 3 to go with Archdruids, and I'm going to search for Vaultborn Tyrant. And if they can't take out Kiora with Leyline Binding, if they tap their lands for any sort of mana, if they don't win right now, they're dead next turn. That is cool. Oh boy. Fires of Invention. That's my bet. Fires of Invention, and then maybe Omnath. I mean, well, no, never mind. They're still dead. Basically. So what we're going to do, we're going to wait. We're going to exile Leyline Binding to get Kiora back, which still gives us the mana we need. Now I want the card draw. Wait, spend the mana. And, you know what, let's try it. Hope they don't have another Leyline Binding. Oh, they do. Okay. Well, that's all right. Go with Palani's Hatcher. Nuts. Where there's one binding, there's 2. There's 2. Leyline to FK. I think you might have jinxed me there a little bit. A different Leyline, of course, but I don't.
This is a load of barnacles.
Kind of like Kiora, but I think they'll take Kiora out. You know what? Let's go with Kiora. Keep her at full health 7, just in case. Either we draw land, we get Ghalta, or Kiora sticks around and we untap what we need to untap, and hopefully they don't have a 4th one. Stay at 2. You can do it. Don't have Bone Crusher Giants. Cross your fingers. Okay.
Call an ambulance! Call an ambulance! But not for me!
I like drawing lots of cards. That's what it's all about. Boing, bing, bang, boom. Yeah. Everybody's got haste, and there you go. Death. I'm FK. I'm messing them up so bad. That is what you get when you go Leyline Binding, Leyline Binding, Leyline Binding. I'm just trying to do an honest smashing with Ghalta Stampede Tyrant. It's about the most fair, unfair thing, perhaps. I do have a leg up on most people, because most people have not faced this. I get the element of surprise. Chances are usually the opponent learns what it's all about, and then they save their removal, their answer, Leyline Binding, for something painful. So we have to keep in mind, they could go Leyline Binding before combat, take out the one Palani's Hatcher or the one Regisaur Alpha that is giving everybody haste. And then I don't get to attack with everybody because that's gone before combat starts. No damage connects to the opponent, and then it goes back around to them, and they sweep. I could see the Supreme Verdict in their hand, potentially. They've drawn it with a Niv Mizzet, so I'm like, yeah, I can get around that. Boom. Leyline Binding. Perhaps one of the cards that I couldn't see that is revealed. Yeah. Very respectable. Yeah. I love facing stuff that I don't always face, and I kind of love facing something that isn't Rakdos, but this is a deck based around enchantments a decent bit, so pick your poison. It is Pugnacious, it is not. Of course, Pugnacious could be pretty nice. A 6/6 body to, take out the various versions of Niv Mizzet might be pretty nice. I think most copies of Niv Mizzet are 5 power, 5/5. Man, the only 2 Cavern of Souls, if this was, well, every other land would be a source of green. That would be, I mean, I am tempted to keep it. Okay, well, yeah. Phew. Good stuff. All right. That's about everything I need. Eventually we will get to 8 mana. Oh, perfect. We'll be able to go Carnage Tyrant on turn 4. The opponent can't Leyline Binding Carnage Tyrant, which is lovely. They might be able to pay the ward 4 of Tyrranax Rex. We have to keep that in mind. If the game has gone on long enough, 1 white for Leyline Binding, yeah, it does tend to happen. Yeah. 6 mana, turn 4, and as long as they don't have land destruction, boom, you can't stop it. Now they could have a sweeper. They are in all the colors. I think that's guaranteed after they saw what happened to them. Either they're focusing on the sweepers, mulliganing for it, keeping a hand with it, or bringing it in from the sideboard. And next turn we can make 7, the turn after that 8, and we have 2 Ghaltas, so I mean, Unmoored Ego to choose Ghalta, I bet. They chose Archdruid's Charm. I don't need it. I don't need it. This is funny. Thanks for thinning. Well, I could have searched for another dinosaur, but I don't need it. We're good. I can play absolutely any creature in the deck next turn. What you gonna do? Oh, shucks. They're tapped out. Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, I guess I'll play one of the 3 Ghaltas, and it's sure been a long time since I've...
Bazinga!
But you can't do this to me.
You know how much I sacrificed?
Okay. Ooh. Good stuff. Nothing fancy, but yeah. You see why I love not having stuff early that can be answered, but I still get there ahead of schedule, and the opponent is just left completely helpless. Oh. I don't know. I don't see anything changing anytime soon with, regards to my favorite dinosaur variation. It's going to stay this for a while. It's an honest way to win. Who can disrespect that? Many people would look at Ghalta's Stampede Tyrant. Would you not? If you were unaware, pretend you were completely unfamiliar with this deck. You're like, 4 Ghalta Stampede Tyrants, that's too much. What do you do if you see multiples? You don't want that, it's a legendary creature. No, that's not the case. You play 1 Ghalta. If the opponent does not know you have more in your hand, they use removal on it. And then with that trigger still on the stack, you put the second copy out, and boom, you still have a Ghalta. Or you have Vaultborn Tyrant out. You put Ghalta, the first one, out. You get some card draw from the Vaultborn. You put the second one out. Plus all the other ones with the first trigger. And then all the Vaultborn triggers are stacking. And you have the second Ghalta's trigger to put everything out underneath all those Vaultborn triggers, drawing cards. You swarm the battlefield. You guys have likely seen it. Ghalta's Stampede Tyrant is so important to me. In my mind, you use all four. You want to see it as often as possible, and that's it. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Think about it. You can order triggers if everything is happening at the same time. You order it if it benefits you. Oftentimes it doesn't, but if Ghalta puts out a Ghalta and you have a Vaultborn out, or you have Vaultborn put out with Ghalta by the first Ghalta, you get all those card draws. Chances are with so many big powerful dinos, you're going to draw one or two, and then those are also put out with the second instance of the copy. It makes your head spin a little bit, but keep it in mind. I've done it a couple times here. I should get the clips together from when that's happened. I think I've done it actually 3 times. One Ghalta puts a second one out, and then I do the stuff, and then I put another Ghalta out, and it is overkill. But hey, it's also definitely kill in any sort of board state, I would imagine, which is good, knowing I'll just likely get the job done. That sort of thing. It's kind of hard to explain. Hopefully I explained it well enough, but yeah, if multiple triggers happen at the same time, you can order them in the most beneficial way. That is not the most beneficial hand, though. Yeah. But yeah, it's just something that doesn't really come up. Nobody really has that happen. It's like one trigger, you put one creature out, you get the Kiora draw trigger, that's nice, but this is different. This hand is better, but I mean, you would imagine I'd draw into one Sunken, one Castle, one Sylvan Scrying, or one Archdruid's Charm. One of 16 things, hopefully 2 of those 16 things, but then all of a sudden we're looking good. But you know what, we'll send Palani's Hatcher to the bottom. I could see us playing Carnage Tyrant before Palani's Hatcher. I think that's black Rakdos Vampires. Oh, well, maybe it's mono black waste, not discard. Vaultborn Tyrant is gone. Oh shucks, I wish I had the whole playset in my deck. It is funny, interesting that I see some people. Oh, double Thoughtseize. This is original, folks. I have never seen this happen before. Man, I'm raging really hard, and I don't know what I'm gonna do, how I'm ever gonna survive. I feel so bad, and oh man. Go blank. Leyline of the Veil. Oh. Every time I think of cutting Leyline of Sanctity, then these sort of situations happen, and I'm like, I don't want to. I want to hose this type of deck. Pugnacious Hammerskull, I could play it, but it's gonna die. Oh, what was I saying? That Leyline of Sanctity. Beautiful. That's what we want. We're probably losing Carnage Tyrant pretty soon here. We're going to run out of cards to discard, so this waste not. Okay, I was figuring it was waste not. You know what? Nah, I don't see us getting Carnage Tyrant. Nah. Well, that's rough. Oh boy. They're going to -6, unfortunately, with Liliana. Oh, they don't. Well. This is interesting. We've bought ourselves a little bit more time. They might have had removal ready and waiting for me to play something, and then I don't play something. I like it. They drew a card that they can't make use of. Yeah, I don't know. I could have maybe played Tyrranax Rex, but Forest, I like that better. Ooh, well, I don't like that. And we might be able to persevere if Liliana ultimates. Perhaps they separate my permanents into 2 piles. I choose which pile to sacrifice. I could see it being 1 forest and Castle Garenbrig as 1 pile, and then 3 forest and Stomping Grounds. Maybe. It's probably over, unfortunately, but you know what I'm going to be doing? You know what I'm going to be bringing in? And you know the pain that... Oh, okay, odd. Kind of strange that they wouldn't -6. I mean, I guess they mostly won with the stuff that they have, but okay, no. Let me think. Can they make both Hive of the Eye Tyrant's creatures? 2 Sunkens go to 1 Hive. 3. I don't know. We wait, and we see. Tyrranax Rex could block a zombie, and Archdruids could send the damage towards Aclazots. So we're not dead yet. Not quite. Or maybe we are, I guess. Nuts. If only I had maybe 1 more health, but it still probably wouldn't have mattered. Leyline of Sanctity, though, coming in hot. Pugnacious out. Now we just hope that it's in the opening hand, or I mulligan aggressively. If we get it, there's a whole lot less we have to worry about. Can't win them all. Leyline. Oh, well, it's kind of rough. None of the 2 lands are Castle Garenbrig or Sunken Citadel or Sylvan Scrying in the mixture. I'd like for something a touch better. You know what? We're doing it. We're doing it. I have a good feeling. Drawing into a castle or a Sunken Sylvan Scrying. You get the deal. I'm up 1 more card. I didn't have to mulligan. There's a good chance that Leyline wouldn't have been in the hand that I mulligan the next one that I see, and I would feel inclined to mulligan again, and then all of a sudden I'm down 2. This will be alright. Hopefully. I'll take that risk. If it was 1 land, definitely. But I know if I draw Sylvan Scrying, at least I'll have enough to cast it, get to 3, and we're off to the races. Yeah. You ever seen Leyline of Sanctity? You see him mouse over it. It's extra satisfying. Super satisfying. That might be okay. Oh, there's the 3rd land. Good. That's all right. Oh, did you have go blank? I bet they have go blank. Maybe they have blot out. Maybe they have Thoughtseize. Oh, you drew me the Stomping Ground. Good. I got Regisaur and Palani's Hatcher. I can play both next turn, but I can't play Carnage Tyrant. Skip over that guy. That's alright. We're going to get to 5. I feel happy. Okay. Oh, Archdruid's Charm. Okay, let me think about this. Do I want Palani's Hatcher? Well, Have it tapped. We won't take two. Archdruid is going to grab Castle Garenbrig, and it's going to get dicey here real soon. Gaia Reach Sanitarium, thank you for getting me another card draw, getting me closer. I'll discard a Ghalta because I already got one. I think we're okay. Oh, Field of Ruin. Painful. What is Field of Ruin potentially going to take out? I imagine they'll hold off on that. They'll take out Castle Garenbrig. They won't play anything this turn. Oh, they do. Well, that is good. Now I don't have to worry about Field of Ruin potentially stopping what I was about to do. Phew. Five, six, seven. If we get a land, they're dead. Ooh, no land, but Tyrranax Rex. I do kind of like that. Would they get rid of it? Well, it is the best thing for aggression and makes them squirm the most. We're not dead to the two zombies or Aklazot, so I feel okay. This might make them use up a bunch of mana, which might mean that Field of Ruin is not used. That I would like. But they did see what happened, so they might just take out Castle Garenbrig, unfortunately. Hopefully they don't. Castle Garenbrig plus Tyrranax Rex, making me sacrifice it. Yeah, okay. And then Field of Ruin. Oh, really? That is quite interesting. Of course, we'll play that and die, sadly. That is just how it goes. Nuts. But it was a pretty darn good recovery there, that's for sure. Time is it? 12. At least one more match. It's been good overall. Nothing too crazy other than the majority of stuff being Rakdos or the black. A lot of stuff focusing on black. It would be nice to face regular Azorius control. Get my revenge against them. Ooh. If it was 2, maybe I'd try. I'm on the draw. 3 chances to see the third land or see the Sylvan Scrying. That would get me my third land for Archdruid's Charm, which would explode. So, yeah, if it was maybe Sunken in a forest instead of Pugnacious Hammerskull, worth a shot. But it's not. But Ghalta, I do imagine this is going to be the Gruul Slickshot. It's going to be something pretty darn aggressive, pretty darn painful, just like that hand with only a Cavern of Souls. Okay, then it's perfect. I don't exactly need Kiora. We do have to send a bit of stuff to the bottom. Carnage Tyrant, I would be able to play on turn 4. Of course, we could be dead by turn 4. May not matter much, but hey, when you have a hand like that, that is something you want to keep. Oh boy. I gotta say, it is pretty nice to not face too many aggressive stuff. Pugnacious Hammerskull would be pretty good to play next turn. Sadly, all the lands that I have will always enter tapped. Sunken Citadel, of course, and I don't have a forest for Castle Garenbrig. Okie dokie, artichoke. But the Pugnacious, it could be nice. We get that down early, boom. It's going to scare away the opponent. Do I like Workshop War Chief? Gain some life. When it dies, make a creature. Trade. Stabilize. Do I like it a bit better than Carnage Tyrant? Maybe. You know what? We'll trim Tyrranax Rex for Workshop War Chief. I like that. Pick Your Poison could be good, but as you saw, they got a lot of small creatures, and Pick Your Poison only gets rid of the Slickshot Showoff in this particular deck. all those little things, they would just get the job done. Being big, excuse me, being big and aggressive, not fun. This hand, well, could be worse. I like it. We'll keep it. We got Kiora, 2 copies, which this might draw a bunch of aggression from the opponent. They attack her, dealing at least 7. They're like, yeah, we took her out. Oh, and then I play another one. It's pretty good. I save myself taking 7. I buy a crucial turn, and that could make all the difference. Very, very exciting. Well, we'll play another castle. I didn't have anything for 2 mana, so might as well have the second one enter tapped, and there we go. At the moment, it would have always entered tapped. I didn't have a forest anyways. Well, now I have a forest. Would be nice to go Palani's Hatcher next turn, which we could do off of the Cavern of Souls. Again, we'll see if Kiora soaks up a bunch of damage or the opponent just goes right towards me. Depends how much pumping stuff they have for the Slickshot. It is basically guaranteed that they're going to have something. Okay. Good. Wow. I mean, it's not super good, but we bought some time. Saved ourselves a wee bit. Sunken Citadel would have been pretty nice, but this Kiora thing, if one of those castles was sunken, I play this second one, they still don't take it out. They start to go for my face now because they think they're safe. I survive with a couple health. Boom, explode with a Ghalta, kill him, and they just kill me. 8. Not quite. But we won't be winning that one. Not at all. I lost to my least strong. My most unfavored type of matchup. At the moment, don't worry. I'll dust things off. I'll figure out the best way to beat him. But the Planeswalker angle, kind of nice. A very powerful, helpful Planeswalker. Sprinkling in another one along with Kiora. Something that just buys time, devastates, draws aggression towards, well, not me. Distracts. It's a distraction, that's what it is. Of course, the match is fast. We'll do another one. Might as well. Donzo. That's some character from an anime, I think. I think it's going to be Rakdos again. We used up all the Don't Face Rakdos credits. It's coming back around. Maybe. At some point. Okay, well, basically perfect hand right there. As long as I jinxed myself. Oh, the only thing they can discard. Okay. Well, that hurts. So we hope to draw into Sylvan Scrying or the Castle Garenbrig. Cross the fingers, cross the claws, and we'll just play Pugnacious next turn. It's not so bad. I think this is some sort of Transmogrify variation, if I remember correctly. The case of the stashed skeleton. When it's solved, they can sacrifice it, search their library for a card, put it into their hand for 2. That's pretty good. Transmogrify. Atraxa. Oh boy. Whoa. Who would have saw that coming? Of course, I would like if Pugnacious was one power more. So it could threaten Atraxa. Well, we could get Archdruid's Charm, but If I did get Archdruid's Charm, well, I would be using it for Castle Garenbrig, that's for sure. Yeah. We might be able to save ourselves if we draw that Castle Garenbrig, Vaultborn Tyrant to gain some life, but it seems kind of dicey at the moment. Now the question becomes, do I want to bring in Leyline of Sanctity just for duress, or duress and Thoughtseize? Maybe I do. Is that basically the reason I lost? We'll never know, but you got to admit, it could have helped. Scorpion, how's it going? Hopefully all is well. I woke you up with the Mythic Stampede Dinosaurs hammer that I'm sometimes dropping on the opponents. You know the drill. Well, we might not be dead. Hold on a second. Just wait. Let's not get too excited here. We'll play Carnage Tyrant. Try our best. Do what we gotta do. We have 3 blockers. Maybe we could save ourselves. Perhaps. I don't know. Appreciate it. Yes. I figured I had to do something. Once I realized I was going to win, I threw the screen record onto my phone, and I got it just as I entered. Whipped it up this evening, and oh boy, don't have Bone Crusher Giant. Don't do it. Don't do it. We're not dead yet. Sheoldred would mean we're dead. There's probably a couple of things. Okay, Ghalta, let's go Ghalta. Well, that's not Ghalta, and that will unfortunately do it. But if it was Ghalta, that would be deadly. Man. Pick your poison. Not the Workshop War Chief. What am I thinking? Pick your poison, 100%. Atraxa, gone. I don't have to worry about a 7/7 flying, vigilance, death touch, lifelink. I like that. Oh boy, you transmogrify, you get Atraxa, you look at a bunch of cards from the top of your library that aren't going to do a whole lot, because I got a lot of big stuff, a lot of stuff that can't be targeted. Carnage Tyrant and Tyrranax Rex. Atraxa is a pain, but it's not such a pain when you only have to spend 1 green to get it gone. No Thoughtseize, no duress to start. Maybe for a change. I hope. It's not that hard to figure it out. Maybe the opponent thinks I'm mad. I'm not mad. Maybe the opponent is trying to stream snipe. They're wondering if they should keep a hand that has duress if I have an Archdruid. So, you never know. Oh boy. That should be alright. They mulliganed once, that's pretty good. Come on, Archdruid. It is a fact of life. Sadly. I should have brought in Leyline of Sanctity. Or something different. Huh. Oh! Ugh.
Unforgivable!
Kiora is pretty good though. I gotta admit, that's not the worst thing in the world. Next turn I could make 5 mana if I get a Regisaur or another Palani's Hatcher. That would be much appreciated. Sunken Citadel though, that is good. If we get Castle Garenbrig, they may be dead. Potentially. That'd be pretty sweet. They got rid of a Transmogrify. No, I thought this was Transmogrify. It's not, it's Sokenzen. Crucible of Defiance. Yeah, you're scared, aren't you? Well, Obnixilis is a little bit rough. Decline. Ooh, no castle. Okay, we'll wait. Kiora is still alive and kicking. Next turn I could play Vaultborn, stabilize a little bit. Or get the castle and get him. Oh boy. As long as they don't have removal, straight up removal for a Planeswalker, that would be nice. Come on, Castle. You can do it. Castle or Sylvan Scrying would be good. Okay, Castle, Sylvan Scrying, Castle. Oh, by the way.
It's a trap!
Maybe dead. Probably dead. Definitely dead. Yes, thumbs up. That's what it's all about. Draw a creature. Ah, that's not a creature. But, you know, I still get 2 draws and it's still going to be good. We'll get good things. Oh, lands. Ah. You would think I have 24 or 27, something like that. Because you see the big costly creatures and that's how it goes. Oh, shoot. I'm getting rid of something I absolutely don't need at all at this point. Oh, man, it's so incredibly painful. Oh. Man. Hopefully Regisaur Alpha next. They're squirming. Bit. Oh. Yeah, that's what you get. That's what you get for playing your third Thoughtseize, buddy. What you gonna do? You better pray I don't draw a creature. I should. I think there's a very reasonable chance of that happening. Might as well take out one. Kiora still goes down, sadly. But there's one less... Oh, one less devil. Okay. This might actually be it. Ghalta enters, but the trigger from Vaultborn, FK, as you're seeing here. The Vaultborn trigger happens before... Oh, and it's a T-Rex. Oh, my goodness. Oh, this is deadly. Yeah, that's what you get. Death. Destruction. Peace. What you gonna do? I'm at 25. Buddy. Eat it. Yeehaw is right. You just gotta stay positive. Seeing so many lands, you know, you're gonna get to the big stuff. A very good chance.
You won! You did it!
Now, take him to the curb. FK, I'm absolutely taking him to the curb. Yeah. It is a shame, though, but Kiora has to stay. I think that's one of the big sort of epiphanies. A Planeswalker that is so impactful to the game plan, whatever it is, whatever deck you're playing, draws aggression. Hopefully it has a lot of loyalty, so it still survives. The opponent wants to target it, buys you time, buys you a turn, and boom, you still do whatever your plan is. So another Planeswalker, somebody switching out Leyline of Sanctity, pretty nice. We didn't see Atraxa, so we didn't really need pick your poison. But we also won through 3 Thoughtseizes. We'll keep it like that. Because I'm TNT. I'm Dynamite. TNT. Watch me bite. TNT. I'm Dynamite. Watch me explode with
Ruthless aggression.
Yeah. Oh, this is a perfect hand. Look. Oh, gee, bud, you have Thoughtseize. What are you not going to be able to get rid of? The way I'm going to get to 6. Oh.
It's a trap.
the way I'm going to get to 8. If they don't have another Thoughtseize, they may be dead on turn 4. Turn 4. Strap yourselves in, folks. You better have more. Well, hopefully they don't. Okay, it's about to get ugly. Oh, oh, you can't be doing that sort of stuff. Okay. We could go Kiora, but also they could have removal for a Planeswalker. Do I want to do that? Not so much. They might be dead. They might be dead next turn. As if I get a Palani's Hatcher or a Regisaur Alpha, Vaultborn Tyrant would be number 1 pick. Fable doesn't really do it. It is. The second Ghalta is a free discard. Absolutely. Now let's maybe kill him. If I draw a Vaultborn, man, that is going to be so incredibly good. Oh boy. Vaultborn. Oh, Tyrranax Rex. I like Tyrranax Rex. Let's go. Let's go. That's good stuff. They're probably just going to concede right here. Eat it.
Call an ambulance! Call an ambulance! But not for me.
Oh, gee. You try to cheat out Atraxa. I just do. I don't have to cheat to win. Yeah. Yeah. How's it feel? Feels pretty good. If you're on my side. Oh, yeah. That's what you get, Donzo. Try to not cheat next time. Uh-huh. Ooh. Man, that's good. All right, well, I went past 1 hour. I could go for 2. It is Friday, of course. I don't have to work tomorrow. But 12:46 a.m. for me. I think we'll call it there. Happy to have some of you that are still awake or in different areas of the world. Scorpion, FK, I'm not sure where you are, but I'm glad you were here to witness some pretty decent dinosaur action. Thorough, discussed reasoning. Try to give the best reasoning possible. 95% good thing, Scorpion. 95% means I'm 5% away from being into numbered Mythic, like this Donzo opponent was. Their number 1589. And yeah, that's basically it. 545. Oh, my goodness. You're waking up. This is a morning treat. Good morning, Scorpion, and everybody else there. All right. Yeah. Top ranked. We'll get there. I bet we'll get there. You saw how deadly it can be, and well, I'm not stopping playing anytime soon. I have only ever played Dinosaurs since the original Ixalan, as many of you know, and that's what it'll continue to be. Yeah, okay. I'll start the countdown in a little bit. Get your final chats out. Time for the dinos to soar, and also the dinosaurs to snore as I go to sleep. Probably not. We'll see. But yes, have a good night. Gonna get the explosion timed on 0, and here we go. Yeah, perfect. It's gonna be perfect. 1, 2, 3.